Good morning. Welcome to Built on Dad Time. So in here we're gonna talk about just making little progress every day. I'm working on building the business, working on my fitness, trying to be there for my wife, for my kid. I also work full time. I have hobbies, working on cars, building up a project BMW. Got to keep my wife's cars healthy, my daily driver healthy. My motorcycle fell over on my BMW yesterday, so that's exciting. Oh, there's a couple bunny rabbits over here. But yeah, working on my motorcycles. So we'll go through all those processes step by step and show that, yeah, it is hard. But as long as you make a little bit of progress every day and at least learn something. I make mistakes constantly. I've lost so much money in all the mistakes I've made. And I'll tell you all about them as we progress. We'll go through. Maybe you can learn from my mistakes. But as a dad, you kind of welcome those mistakes so you can teach them to your kids. So it's not all bad, but definitely wish I would have learned them a little earlier in life. But here we are. So I'll take you through everything I've done so far on my business and the struggles I'm having, and what I've done so far on my BMW and the struggles I'm having. Most of them have to do with, finances. Car parts are expensive, man. Holy crap. Spent so much money on car parts. It's just, I could have just paid off a bunch of debt instead, but sometimes I feel like you gotta treat yourself, but there's always what is the saying? There's always, if you pick fruit on your way to the top of the tree, it'll just take you longer to get to the top. But if you wait till you get to the top, all those fruit at the bottom below you will be available. So I need to stop wasting time picking the fruit while I try to build myself up and live frugally until I'm financially, mentally stable, where I don't have to rely on working for somebody else for the rest of my life like I am right now. But yeah, I'll bring y'all on with my journey, and hopefully I could help some people in the process. See you soon. Well guys, this is my time where I can work on my business. It is hard. If you've ever built a business before or tried to create a brand or whatever, please hit me up. I am struggling. I've been doing this for about a year and I bleed money more than I make. I'm not too good on camera if you haven't noticed yet, but like I said, every day just make a little progress, and that's really the goal. It's just to get a little bit better every day. So running ads and stuff. You can check out my brand. It's thedapperbrand.store. If you let me know if you see any gaps or anything that can improve. I'm also trying to link all my social media, or I've been trying to. I created my website using Lovable. So it's like an AI tool that helps you build your website, and it syncs all your integrations together and automations, your subscription tools, and you can add all your API keys into Lovable. It's a great tool. I like it a lot, but I still, even with AI, stuff is hard. So props to the guys that did it, just raw talent back in the day. But having these tools definitely helps a lot when you have limited time. Like, I got about 30 minutes until I have to get ready for work. I'll create more content with working on my cars, my motorcycle, and stuff in the garage. That's a lot more fun than me sitting here struggling with my website, my business. But if you're into men's skincare and men's health, anti-aging, keeping your skin healthy, keeping your hair healthy, I'm working on a beard oil right now. Possibly want to do a mustache wax with a good hold, but that's why I grew out my mustache, because I wanted to get the samples for the mustache wax and try them out. But we'll see. We shall see. And I don't know how people or YouTubers or business people do it. It's like you always know what you need to do, and oftentimes that's my biggest struggle is I don't know what to do next. Like it gets so frustrating sometimes because I'll be like, I know I need to do something, but I don't know what it is. I tried mentorships and do a lot of research, but it's just, I don't know, maybe it's a confidence thing. I don't know. Maybe I just have a blocker, mind block. It's a struggle, man. Yeah, so I'm trying to build my business before I have to go after work, before my family wakes up. Oftentimes in the middle of the work, or right when I get to work, I'll be editing videos on my work computer to try to get them posted for TikTok and Instagram content, for Reels. So it's like I try to get to work early, get that knocked out, and that's tough. Throughout this channel, throughout this process, I'll make it a point to show like the wins and the losses. You know, it's a lot of losses. But I've been working on my BMW for like 5 years, and it's always a struggle. I need to put a new head unit in my wife's Audi. Apparently, the people I ordered it from out of the UK, they sent me the head unit, all the cables and everything for it. It's just supposed to be just a plug-and-play system, but they won't provide me any instructions on how to install it. They won't provide an installer here in the United States any instructions on how to install it. There's no downloadable files on their website. I hit them up and they're like, yeah, we're not gonna help you. So it's like, man, I really need to do better research on stuff like that. But you know, we'll keep trying to get at it. I mean, head units for those cars aren't super expensive, so luckily here I found a guy that could help me out if I get stuck. But yeah, if you're a guy like me and you're just trying to build something, trying to make something with your life and do something, not be a deadbeat, but trying to still show up as a dad, you know, and as a father. Just try to still show up for your family and be available, but so with limited time, like realistically, when you're building a business and you're working full time, you're working 16-hour days consistently, you know, because I wake up at 4 o'clock and I try to go for a run, work on my business until 5:45, 6 o'clock, and then then I go to work for 9 hours, 10 hours a day. Try to get an actual workout in, lifting weights after work, come home, and still have projects to do here, you know. Luckily, I'm able to be in a position where my wife can stay at home with my son, which is fantastic, but you know, that has its struggles as well, being a single income household. So I know a lot of you guys understand where I'm coming from, but it's a self-discipline that really keeps you going. I guess I didn't really understand that until I became a father. But yeah, later tonight I'll show you what happened to my my CBR. I took the tire off to take the wheel in to get a new tire replaced, and I had it up on the motorcycle jack. The kickstand was still down on one side, but the jack, I guess, has a hydraulic leak, and it lowered itself down to the point where the motorcycle tipped over and hit my BMW. So I got home yesterday, my bike was on its side, and my BMW has a dent and a scratch in the side of it. So that was fantastic, but all I can do is learn from that and not do it again. So this is gonna be a long-term journey. I have some crazy stories about my life that I'm definitely willing to share. We'll get there. Just keep showing up, keep building. I'll see you in the next one. Well, another day, another dollar. About to get to work, but I don't know why I always fidget when I'm on camera. That's the thing that about this whole making progress every day thing. Like, I know that I suck on camera, but I'm hoping to get better every day at doing it, at like being able to be myself and really articulate exactly what I mean when I speak. You know, I'm freaking tired, man. I'm tired. I got a 9-hour day ahead of me. I gotta go home. I got a bunch of work I gotta do at the house. Putting in garden beds, tilling up a garden. And all that food in the store is just covered in pesticides and crap, especially when you're raising a young boy. Like, I go to the farm every weekend up in Tennessee and get raw milk because I just don't want to feed him the crap that they sell in the grocery store. And we got all this shit that they try to force down our throats. It's like all these dyes and synthetic garbage that's illegal in most of the world. You know, like all over Europe, all this shit's illegal. I'm not gonna give that to my kid. I don't even want to eat it myself, even though that's like the crap I grew up on. Maybe that's why I'm kind of retarded sometimes. Maybe, I don't know. Deficiency, nutrition. We'll see. Got some juicy news about work last night, though. That apparently something went down, so I'm kind of excited to hear about that today. We shall see. Alright, well, I'm about to pull into work. See you in 9 hours. So going to the gym and working out is like a vital part of, I would say, being a man, being a father, being a brother, being a husband, being any sort of being a male figure in anyone's life. And, you know, there's this saying goes like every mother wants a strong son, every sister wants a strong brother, every wife wants a strong husband, every kid wants a strong dad, your sister wants a strong brother. You know, men are the backbone of society that everybody really relies on. And a lot of people will say, "Oh, I never rely on men." That's bullshit. I mean, let's be honest with yourselves, really. And being in a position of a father figure or a husband or brother, you really have to maintain your physical health and your physical strength so that you can be that rock. So you can protect your family. There's a predator that stated that he would judge and choose his targets based on the father. And if the father was at a victim weight, let's say, just like a pitiful excuse for a man, for lack of better terms, a weak individual, and the predator would target that person's kids. You know, it is your responsibility to be strong. The reason I bring that up is people ask me like, well, if you don't have so much time during the day, why don't you just not go to the gym and go home? And you're like, well, if you don't take care of yourself, how are you going to take care of your family, really? You know, how are you going to take care of anyone else if you can't even take care of yourself? If you can't hold your own in a physical situation, how are you going to protect your family? And that's not only that is literally your responsibility as a man, is to protect your family and protect yourself and to be that person that people rely on in hard situations. So that's my little soapbox for that. But yeah, just a little bit of progress every single day is really the only thing you need. You know, just be a little bit better. So you got to work out. You have to work out, especially as you get older. You know, people age faster if they don't work out very much. You get osteoporosis, your bone density decreases over time. I'm 33 years old, and if I didn't work out every day, I'd be hurting. I mean, I am freaking hurting. I have a lot of injuries, but they're not due to working out. Actually, being in the gym has saved my life on multiple occasions, simply due to muscle mass and strength, and the condition my body has been in a traumatizing physical experiences. Wake up, run, work 9 hours, go to the gym. I'm on my way home. I have quite the honey-do list since my motorcycle fell on my car yesterday and a bunch of other things. But the good thing is, well, today's Tuesday, and I will get a day off from work next Wednesday. So we'll see. Try to get as much stuff done as I can in the limited time I have. Yeah, a lot of you dudes out there, a lot of you fathers, a lot of you men out there, and women. They work really hard. You understand what it's like. So I'm not complaining. I'm just stating the facts. Well, I better focus on driving so I can make it home to my family.
Let's go. I wake up to a little bit of drool on my pillow, feel like it's gonna be a bad day. Yeah, I'm tired of shit, and the coffee ain't hit yet, damn, ain't that great.